Best Buy told me I couldn't return my laptop because I used it too much, so I made them regret their 15-day policy. I bought a $1,800 gaming laptop from Best Buy for my freelance video editing work. The salesman spent 20 minutes convincing me this model could handle 4K rendering without breaking a sweat. He even pulled up benchmark videos on his phone. I trusted him, paid in full, took it home. Within 3 days, the laptop was overheating during basic exports and crashing mid-project. I lost 6 hours of client work. On day 9, I brought it back with the original box, receipt, and every accessory untouched. The customer service rep inspected it, plugged something into the USB port, and frowned. She said my return was denied because I'd logged over 40 hours of usage, which indicated I'd gotten substantial value from the product. I asked what that even meant. She said their system flags returns where the device has been heavily used, and a manager would need to approve any exceptions. The manager came out 15 minutes later. He looked at the screen, looked at me, and said the same thing. Too much usage. I explained the laptop wasn't performing as advertised, and showed him the thermal readings I'd screenshotted during crashes. He said performance issues weren't covered under their return policy, only defects. I asked how overheating to 98 degrees during normal use wasn't a defect. He said I'd need to contact the manufacturer for warranty support, which could take 4 to 6 weeks. Meanwhile, I had paying clients waiting. I asked to speak with someone above him. He said he was the store director, and his decision was final. Then he handed me a pamphlet about their Geek Squad diagnostic service, $200 to tell me what I already knew. I left with the laptop, completely stuck. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept rereading Best Buy's return policy on their website. It clearly stated electronics could be returned within 15 days if you weren't satisfied. Nothing about usage limits. Nothing about hour thresholds. I searched their terms and conditions for any mention of this 40-hour rule. It didn't exist in writing anywhere. The next morning, I called their corporate customer service line and recorded the call. I asked the representative to explain their return policy for laptops. She confirmed it was 15 days, no questions asked, as long as the product wasn't physically damaged. I asked if there was any usage limitation. She paused, checked with someone, and said no. Usage alone isn't grounds for denial. I asked her to repeat that clearly. She did. I saved the recording and drove back to the store. Same manager. Same smug posture behind the customer service desk. I told him I had a recording of corporate confirming there's no usage-based restriction on returns. His expression flickered. He said store managers have discretion to deny returns they believe are fraudulent. I asked if he was accusing me of fraud. He backpedaled and said he was just following protocol. I asked him to show me the written protocol. He couldn't. I told him I'd be filing a complaint with corporate and disputing the charge with my credit card company if the return wasn't processed today. He said that was my right, but the decision stood. So I left again, but this time I had a plan. I called my credit card company that afternoon and initiated a chargeback. I submitted the corporate recording, screenshots of the overheating, my original receipt, and a written summary of both store visits. The representative said they'd investigate and I'd hear back within 10 business days. 8 days later, I got an email. Chargeback approved. $1,800 credited back to my account. The laptop was still sitting in my closet. I waited another week to see if Best Buy would reach out demanding it back. Nothing. Then I got a letter from their corporate office apologizing for the inconvenience and confirming the return had been processed on their end. They included a $100 gift card for my trouble. I called the store and asked if I should bring the laptop back since the refund went through. The woman who answered put me on hold for 12 minutes. When she returned, she said their system showed the item as returned and they didn't need it. I asked if she was sure. She confirmed twice. I donated the laptop to a local community college's media program and wrote off the donation on my taxes. The store director was transferred to a different location 2 months later.